Sam, what were you most pleased with today? It's a good score, you're in a good position, but what satisfies you the most?
Yeah, I think just having patience out there. I didn't try to force anything whenever we were kind of in a tricky spot. Just kind of took what the golf course gave us. So yeah, I'd probably say that.
So are you suggesting that you've been impatient up until now?
Not necessarily. There's definitely times where I've tried to force it a little bit, but this just is not a golf course you want to do that.
What about 2, for example? Was that, where you were off the tee? Is that an example of just taking your best options, or what?
Yeah, that was really kind of the only thing we had. We kind of had to go under one tree and above the next. Jumped a little bit out of that line, got to the back of the green, but was able to 2-putt from there. So yeah.
You tied the lowest 36-hole score ever at Riviera. Knowing all the great players that have played here, great players that are here this week, to see your name on the top of the leaderboard with some cushion right now, what does that say about your game and your confidence?
I don't know really. I think, like I said earlier, I think we just tried to have a good game plan and just kind of stick with it out there all day. This golf course doesn't necessarily give you a lot of opportunities at times, and so just put it in the right spots. When you get it in a tricky spot, just try to get it back in position.
Is that the key to playing here? Is just patience and picking your spots?
Yeah, and I'd say hitting it where you're looking is obviously important. So hopefully we'll try to do some more of that.
Sam, I'm curious about 12. You couldn't have had more than a gap wedge in there, did you?
10, 11, 12. Oh, yeah, I had I think a pitching wedge.
Have you played here before? Has it always played that way?
Well, the thing about this place is if the ball lands in the rough, it stops, but if it lands in the fairway, it goes about another 50. So, like yesterday, I hit one kind of right and hit a tree, and I had hybrid in. So it's a golf course where if you get the ball in the fairways, it's going to go a lot further. If it lands in the rough, it's going to stop.
What about bogey-free today? How difficult is that, or pleasing is that?
Yeah, for sure. The save right there on 17, number 8, my 17th hole was big momentum for us. So I think just keep putting the right spots. The few years you've been out here, you carry yourself with a very steady demeanor. Are you roiling inside? I want to go back to the patience thing. When you talk about forcing things, is there a different Sam inside that we see on the outside? I don't know. It's a good question.
I need a good answer, Sam.
I don't know. I feel like at times, just as a competitor, you have that competitiveness in you, and but I think it's all about managing that and using it in the right energy and at the right times.
You've been in this position a few times this season, like Safeway after 36. You're right here, Farmers. What's been different about the weekend or Sundays than the first 2 days thus far?
Hadn't played as good.
Nothing mental, just
no.
Cool.
Your rookie year, Sam, I want to say it was 2 years ago or 3? 18 or?
I think it was, 18. Sounds right. 18 or 19. Yeah, something like that.
You clearly do, and probably think yourself that you've got everything you need to win out here. How difficult is it to be patient? I hate that word. I know you like to use it. I don't. But
why not? Why don't you like that word?
I don't know. Too much.
Yeah, I would like to think that I have all the tools to win out here. Obviously there's a lot of good players, really, really good players. So yeah, I think, trying not to get caught up in that and just trying to get better each week, and just trying to build as the season goes on.
How do you measure whether you're getting better or not? What do you look at?
I think there's a lot of stuff we do in practice where we set goals, and as we hit those goals, we make them harder and harder, and just try to keep pushing ourselves to get better in aspects of the game.
Can you give me an example of a target that you hit and then raise the bar?
Yeah, I think I do a lot of combines with TrackMan for wedges, and basically it's a 10-shot game, and it gives you a score. So I'd say when I started out, maybe a few years ago, I would try to get score 85 or better, and then kind of 86, 87. Now I try to shoot for 90 or better, and if I don't, then I'll do the drill over.
All right, without killing you on this, how does the thing work? Is it easy to explain in
the TrackMan?
Yeah, no, not TrackMan, but the score 85. How do you achieve?
Yeah, so basically it'll say you have 123 yards. I want you to hit 123 yards. So it's measuring distance and dispersion. So basically it's giving you a I don't know. It's way over my head, but
You
it's
get
basically
points
telling you
for-
how far you are from the hole, and it gives you a score based off that.
Right, points for
Yeah,
each
correct,
one.
yeah.
Okay.
Who's your swing instructor? Who do you work with?
Brad Pullen, he's back home in Louisiana. We've been working together for about close to 10 years now. Yep.
How'd you grab Travis? He was telling me that you guys played, you got one round in, and then they decided to check off.
Yeah, I saw him walking on the side of the road one day and picked him up and asked if he wanted to caddy. I've been paired together with Travis a few times with some other guys. And I just really liked the way he carried himself, liked the way he handled himself when he was out there. Just kind of asked around about him and got good feedback. And then we started working together last year at the Players.
One round in.
Got one round in and was off for 12 weeks.
You ever play golf with him?
I have played golf with him once, and he beat me.
He did beat you?
Yep, I'm 0-1 against him.
I would expect no less.
Good stuff. Yep.
Thanks for your time, Zach.
Thank you. Appreciate it.